Hey everyone, SilentCiel here. It's been a while. The last video I did was somewhere in the start of this year, and finally I am back on the channel to do the next content, which is Pokemon Mezastar. So today, actually, we are heading on to Next right now for a high score challenge event. So the thing is, this time around, I am actually not filming how I tackled I'll be tackling the trainer for the event for a high score, but rather I am going to do something a bit more interesting. We are going to tackle the trainer using their own Pokemon to beat them. I thought it'd be a nice fun little video rather than the standard of like teaching you guys how to actually beat the trainer, because I think the people who are trying to aim for the high score within such events itself wouldn't want to pass on their techniques and challenges, or rather the Pokemon they use to actually tackle this challenge to attain that high score. And it wouldn't be fair to make everyone use the same thing as well, because let's face it, every kind of hobby that you play, be it the TCG version of Pokemon or any other card game out there, or even basically any competitive game, everyone is basically just copying each other once the meta set or deck is out there. And yeah, where's the fun in that? So here's the thing. I'm going to do this video basically using their Pokemon, which is all 5 stars and all from Galaxy version 1. So I'm going to use those 4 Pokemon that they are using against you to beat him, and let's see whether we can actually clear the trainer and showing them that we are the better trainer using their Pokemon against them.
Currently at Next Arcade, noisy and lively as hell as always. Waiting for my time slot to go into the tournament. As you can tell, people are crowding just to see what the current meta is. But yeah, exciting times.
Alright, let's get down to this challenge. So we are using the same exact Pokemon team as the trainer in this event. We only have 4 Pokemon to choose from. We have Nidoking, we have Octovish, we have Electivire, and of course we have Heracross. So unfortunately for myself, during that day I did not bring my Dynamax band. So I probably will be doing the Dynamax roulette, the old school method by mashing the buttons. And yeah, let's see how well we'll fare at the end of this challenge. But as usual, I'm gonna follow exactly like what the AI trainer is doing with no support Pokemon. So that's why you saw me skip the entire thing instead of scanning something to assist me. So yeah, so I decided to go with Nidoking, Octovish, and of course Electivire as my Pokemon. And considering that most of them are all 5-star, it's unlikely that we may get knocked out unless something unfortunate happens. But usually when you're here doing this kind of challenges, your trainer adaptability should be pretty on level. So you should probably be well versed in terms of your weakness and resistance for each Pokemon. So you can tell that Nidoking not Dynamaxing, so with the ban, and we're gonna just mash the buttons here and hopefully get our Dynamax level 10. But yeah, 1 spot with level 10, that is not fantastic. And let's see if I do get the hit. No, I did not. Missed by 1 spot. Oh, that was really unfortunate. Alright, so let's see how well I'll do with the roulette wheel here. I managed to get the 35 hit. There we go. Alright, let's do the mashing and hopefully we get some nice crits from this damage. Oh, we got a crit on the Nidoking. Unfortunately, due to the non-super effectiveness of the move towards Heracross, it barely scratched his HP, which is kind of a sad thing, because we want to try and knock out at least 1 Pokemon at the start so we can get Electivire out. Oh, Electivire missed. Nice. Alright, round 2. So
Octovish comes out, so as probably you can tell by now, the sequence, of facing the Pokemon is pretty random, especially if you guys have been tackling this event yourself, especially with a fixed team that most people are using, or you yourself are trying to attain a high score with. Yeah, as someone who has never practiced beforehand of the event, I am just winging it here and really relying on my trainer skills. And yeah, I decided to go with Electivire and linking with Nidoking. Decided to skip Octovish because, we want a Pokemon that is able to attack in Battle Tree. Alright, roulette wheel. Let's see if I do well here. And unfortunately, it did not go well with Nidoking. I actually pressed two spots before, but I only responded a bit later. And then for Electivire, I hit one spot late. So we do what we can do with what we get. And hopefully we get criticals here. Oh, nice. We got a crit on the fish. Alright, Nidoking did not faint. That was a bit sad. Heracross did not faint too. So kind of a bummer. Yeah, now by this point, I realized, I'm gonna have a hard time knocking out Electivire because I just remembered I used Nidoking to link, and that wasn't a smart idea. I probably should have not linked any Pokemon. Or maybe I should have just linked with the fish, and basically I leave Nidoking for the last round. At least by the third round he would have been ready for battle. But oh well, I guess that's just me not paying attention during this challenge at that point of time. But yeah, we learn from our mistakes, and we try to improve in the next round of events. But yeah, it's pretty interesting, going it in blind. And yeah, there we go. So we see the opponent Dynamaxing his Nidoking, raising his PE for a better score for us if we do take down the opponent. So yeah, let's see how much damage my Pokemon will take and whether I will be in a pinch. Because if my Octovish dies here, I am in a real big doo-doo. But luckily enough, I did not get crit, so I survived to fight another day. Alright, tech move chance, but we don't have to worry too much for Octovish because they move rather slow, so that's a good thing. And compared to other tech Pokemon out there, there are some faster ones, there are some even slower ones. Alright, let's mash those buttons, let's do the damage and pray for criticals. Because if we do get a crit, maybe we might take down the Electivire. No crits. Oh, my area is starting to rain, as you can tell. Me narrating this, I am doing this on a different day. Alright, so unfortunately we did not take down the trainer, but it was an eye-opening experience to learn from. So if you guys enjoy such challenges, especially if you're coming to such events and you don't really aim for high score because you're not a very competitive player, why not pick up this challenge yourself and try it out for yourself? Make things a bit more fun, a bit more challenging, and improve your own trainer capabilities for future events itself, or maybe build up your confidence to see whether you will take on the high score challenge in the future. And yeah, if you enjoy it, and let me know in the comments down below whether you have fun doing such things for yourself in the future. Maybe after watching this video, you'll feel motivated to try and go into the arcade and do this challenge yourself. Let me know how well you fare as well. And yeah, let's take a look at the score.
The event has ended for me. It was a very interesting game. As you could tell, I was a bit lost on what to do because I didn't practice with this set as I would with the standard high score team that I would usually go with. So yeah, it really tests your trainer capabilities on knowing what's super effective, what's not effective, who will tolerate a damage hit from the opponent's Pokemon, that kind of thing. But yeah, so if you like this kind of content, please do hit the like button and subscribe for the channel for more in the future. As for now, I'm gonna consider naming this kind of challenges maybe the Ditto challenge, because basically I am just imitating what the opponent is using. So if you like the name, or if you have any considerations of naming what this challenge might be, please leave your comments in the comments below, and I'll take a look at what you guys have considered naming this challenge. And if you guys are looking forward for more content like this, because I do plan to maybe use this kind of concept to maybe do giveaways for the prizes. Yeah, so as you can tell from me recording this video, this is really off the top of my head. I don't have anything planned. That's why I'm rambling, no script, you know. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, matane!